Hello, sixth grade. This is an explanation of code.org. You can see the link is just that simple, code.org right up there. And over here, you'll notice a sign in. You are not actually going to have an account yet. So you do not have to sign in. All of your progress will not be saved, which can kind of be annoying, but you can start wherever you left off, right? You don't have to start all the way back at the first lesson. So you can kind of pick and choose where you start and you stop. So that's a nice feature about the free lessons on code.org. And within that same school of thought, you have to remember where you left off. So your daily attendance activity for Friday, this Friday, would be to go to the daily attendance activity and mark, like post to a discussion where you left off. Okay? Don't worry about how far other people went. I'm not judging you based on, well, you got to lesson 1, you got to lesson 2, right? You're supposed to work in code.org for 20 minutes. However far you get is fine. And it can sometimes take a while for your mind to kind of get in the groove of what this website is asking you to do. It's basically problem solving and like puzzle solving. So it can be fun. It can also be frustrating. So just do your best. And here's my explanation of what to do. So again, you do not sign in. You go to Learn up here, top left. We'll bring you here. We're going to scroll on down. And you're going to do grades 6 through 12. And if you think about that, you're in grade 6. This encompasses grades 6 through 12. So as you're working, you're going to get to a point where, you're working on 7th grade material or 8th grade material potentially, and you're probably going to get stuck at that point. Maybe some of you might go beyond that. It's very possible. I'm not sure how aware of coding you are or what your past experiences are, so maybe some of you might make it further, but in the 20 minutes that's required, you're not going to get out of the 6th grade content. If you do it a little bit longer though, some of you guys might kind of like what you're doing and continue on, and you get to a point and you get stuck. Please don't think it's you, it's just it's covering grades 6 through 12, so at some point you're going to get to a tough spot. Alright, so then you go learn more. You will see Express Course. Click on Express Course. It will bring you to this. You should start on sequencing. Please skip the warm-up, which I know seems kind of silly. Usually you do the warm-up first, but I actually think the warm-up is hard. For some reason, I've done this with students in person, and the warm-up is frustrating. You can go back and do it after you maybe do a little bit of this to get an idea of how this works. Anywhere you see a diamond, that's going to be a video. I suggest you watch the videos. And then your circles are going to be your actual lessons. I'm going to skip the video because I know what's going on. You should actually watch the video and then start with number 2 here. I'm going to go to number 2 to give you an idea of what the board, the canvas that you'll be working on looks like. Opening it up here. Alright, there'll always be instructions. For this puzzle, drag all the blocks together, click run to watch it go. So, okay. After connecting all the blocks, press run to start your program. These are the blocks they're referring to. And I actually connected one kind of by accident there. And this is the puzzle. And this will get increasingly difficult as you go through these dots up here at the top. So right now they want this bird to hop, hop, right? So move forward, and then it's going to kill this pig thing, whatever it is. So I've already connected one. I'm going to disconnect it. So connect it, and you'll hear a click. I'm not sure if you hear that clicking at your end right now, but it will click. And then now I've got it. So when I click run, right here's run. So when run, move forward, move forward. So here we go, run. And I got the pig. This is kind of neat right here. You can actually show what the actual code looks like. So if you're actually coding and typing out the whole code, this is what the block represents. Move forward, move forward. So I always like to show the code, and that gives you an idea of what an actual coder is typing into the program in order to make that bird move. you are just using those blocks, which makes it easier when you're first learning. So continue. I hit continue. You'll notice I have a green one and I have moved over to number 3. So it's telling me drag an extra move forward. So I can drag, this is like my toolbox right here. I can drag over and drop it into the workspace, right? They're calling this workspace. This little indicator is telling me that I should use maximum of 4 blocks. They are counting this as a block, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect these, and you'll see it's going to move forward, get the pig. So when run, and I've completed it. I like to show the code, as I mentioned. Continue. It's going to move me over. And I just progress through this. I'm going to show you a turning one because that can be somewhat difficult. You kind of have to put yourself in the position of the bird, like kind of visualize you standing there in what direction you would be looking, because the turning can be kind of difficult. So this says there is 1 extra block that is going to cause the bird to crash. There's many ways to do this. If you run it and it crashes, then you can redo it. So I kind of like to see the mistake first, and then I go back and fix it. There's no penalty for it crashing or not working. So I'm just going to click run, and then I'm going to watch as it moves through the problem. So run. So I got move forward, move forward. So right here, it's too many move forwards. So I reset it. And what I'm going to do is get rid of one of those move forwards. It can still be over here in the workspace. It just can't be connected. So now we got move forward, turn left, move forward, move forward. Run that thing. Move forward, turn left, move forward. And I got the pig thing. I don't know what they're called. You guys out there that like Angry Birds might know. And this is all the code. And it shows down here. This is where I removed and made that adjustment. Move forward was taken out. Continue. All right, I'm not going to go any further in this. It does get increasingly difficult, but I hope this helps and you actually can enjoy this.